Hey folks, I'm HP, this is Dr. Pink, and today we're going to talk about a advanced reflective blues. That's how it sounds. Yeah, stuff like this. So in this tutorial, I will be talking more about the tricks and the bigger things and not too much into details about where I put the finger and stuff like this, because there is no time left for this. So this is a little bit more for the advanced players among you, or for those who are interested or want to get an inspiration how to play cool stuff still or on the way. You still can follow the instructions. But I'm not really going to where to put the finger or stuff like that. There's more different types of ways how to play with these simple chords. Basically it's D, G, and A, as in D major. And you could play just simple like normal D major, normal G major, and normal A major. But of course this is boring, so we're gonna take it a little bit to the next level and get some cool ideas how you can replace chords, how you can play differently, like you can replace a D maybe with this one here, stuff like this, the G with like with this, with inversions, and A, and lettering stuff. So let's check it out. Now let's come to the sound settings. This is an amp simulation by Fractal Audio, and I've taken a Friedman amp and a 2x12 boutique cabinet, and as you can hear, a stereo delay and some reverb. That's all. Gain setting is around 4 and 4 or 5, and if you play chords soft, it sounds nearly clean. If you attack hard, there you get your distortion out of it. So this is the sound, and I'm playing with finger picking. But in this case, when I do like hard chords, I use the fingernails as pick to get this crunchy sound. And if not, I just roll the fingers a little bit over the strings. Yeah, these are a few tricks. So these are some sound tricks from the playing technique. Now let's see what's going on. Basically, I'd first show the theme. It's in D, so it's the opening phrase here in D. So if you want to follow, you need to know the D major scale. At least this one here. Or it would be also better on one string. At least up here, and maybe also here. So on the top 3 notes, it's cool to know the D major scale on one string. Yeah, so let's now see where we're gonna start. First, the theme is goes more or less like this. So starts here on the 2nd fret, 3, 5, 7, 5, 3, 2, and then I switch to G, a G with just like this. And the melody follows a little bit around. This is the last note of the melody, so the chord has to have this note as top note. See? And that's basically the method how you play chords. You cannot always play the same chord because it depends on the melody which top note has to be in the chord and which chord you have to grab. So this is a theme today's and some tricks. Yeah. So also the articulation. See, now slide. And here, see, the slide movement down, pull off, and then just softly roll in the chord. Now we continue as a duet. So it's 0, 2, 2, 4, 3, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 2, 0, and now we go to D5. In this case I attack with the fingernails or give some distortion. And damp, of course, here with the thumb, that we only have the middle 4 strings. You also can add a kind of a tremolo effect. You can add it as an effect, as a pedal, but what is better when you do it yourself? In this case, you press against the guitar with your arm. Not too hard, because then it gets too exaggerated. See, now I exaggerated, and just soft. See. For all those men out there, be as soft as you would treat a woman. It's the same with the guitar. And for all women out there, the opposite, or whatever. See, so. And put in a dynamic movement by attacking harder at the end of the phrase and putting in a dynamic motion. Second time, now we go in the second round. Adding some lettering effects. When I'm playing the same melody, in this case I move up with the pinky with a slide and lettering here with the 5th. Now we go back. Now if this is the top note, you play G5 like this. If you move the melody further up, so this was the last note of the melody, so now the G, the following G, will be a G major. So 2nd fret here, the 3rd fret. See? This way you can start to improvise with melody and chord. Now we come to the A, so this is the last note. So now we need to have an A with this top note. You can take this one here as this top note, A sus5, or this one here, 5, 7, 7, 6, 5. Depends where you want to continue. So. Yeah. And now what I played at the end, instead of playing a normal D, because this is normal tune guitar. If you want to have the chord more deep, this is normal D, so 5, 4, 7. But I play an inversion now. Why I'm playing an inversion? Because it sounds more solid. And this would be a D with an A in the bass, like this. Or you can play with open string, but I personally think if you use the E string as a more fat sound instead of open string, E string. Do you hear the difference? A little bit, and in this way you can add some vibrato and control it a little bit better. That's why in this case I would suggest this chord instead of this. So let's see how it sounds. Oops. Or you could make another ending, which also... This is the classical figure. This one, as you might know, in D. So, and what we're making the country style ending, so without the chromatic approach. So here, this one. But now, I have found out a special effect. You can use it with hammer-on, with open strings. In this case, you played with the A in the bass, with the open A string, and so you attack these open strings, and then you make hammer-on here. It's a wonderful trick. See. Really wonderful trick. And if you add some vibrato on it, it really sounds like war. And it's not so hard to play. It's a little bit tricky that you can do this. See, wonderful. Now we can add some single note licks, as I did just. I love this one here. I really love it. What I'm doing here sounds pretty wild, but it's not so wild if you play with finger picking. So what I'm doing, I'm making a hammer on the open A string, so I'm doing this very slow. I'm making, this is a D, in inversion of D, with the F sharp in the bass. I'm doing kind of a sweep thing, making here hammer on in one movement, and then continue on the scale D major, and then go back legato, so you don't attack any string at all. Just sounds a little bit wild like this, but if you're coming from this motion here, so this is an effect. It's like because before it was very slow, and now you want to make an effect on it, like I don't know, make kind of an effect. Maybe it's just that you show that you can play fast. If you play slow all the time, some people might think you cannot play fast. But if you make, and then come out of the run. See, I came out of the run. All legato, I didn't attack at all. See, wonderful. Now you can make an adaptation of the melody just with legato, no attacking at all. And this makes a total different sound than if you just play. Now attacked all of them sounds terrible, I must say, really terrible. But if you make it legato without attacking, we can even make this move and see. Yeah, really wonderful. I love this sloppy stuff here. So, where were we? I have to check. Now, we were now. Now let's talk about inversions, or like reharmonizations. Like, we can do the same thing again. What was I doing now? Instead of going to the normal G and the normal A, I moved the melody up now here on the D, and now I played an inversion of G. This is now G with the B in the bass. Here, 7, 5, 7. And now, since I went up with the melody, I need to, the following up must go up as well. So the A will be an inversion as well. This is A with the C sharp in the bass. We have 9, 7, 9. And now we need to do a reharmonization. So this is like a choir. We have 3 voices. Now, if we want to have a smooth voice leading, don't make too much movement. This is a smooth voice leading with 3 notes. Now, since we are going to the D now, the middle voice here, this one here, this leads now, we're coming up. So the low voice makes this. The middle voice makes this. And the upper. So we now grab all at the once. So this leads to a D6 chord. You can also play D normal, but that doesn't really... This sounds too straight ahead and not really mystic. But if you play it like this, it sounds mystic, doesn't it? Yeah, wonderful. I really love this stuff. I must say, like, finding some really nice stuff. If you like, here's another thing which I found out. If you make a little movement on G and A, you can make some really deep stuff. So this is a G as well. We have the root, triad, 5th. Attack hammer on here. See? And now A7. So, and now instead of playing the 5th, we want to have it mystic again. So we keep that open string. Go back to D. So let's put these things together, which I show now, to something full. So start slow. Now let's next one. Yeah, now I made the whole thing very much more interesting by using different types of chords. Yeah, instead of playing the normal chords. Now coming to the final notes of the whole thing here is the attitude how you should play this. I work a lot with colors, as you can see here. I have orange. For me, this whole thing is orange. Any kind of imagination and visualization or type of putting your emotions into music really is the right way to do that. Because some might say, oh, okay, you're just playing this melody. I would exaggerate it a little bit, of course. But try to see it as a dance, or I don't know what you think. It's like, try to make it breathing and alive. It's like you're telling a story. Oops. See? Now I was telling a little story. It's like you're telling a story. Let's say, like this would be the story. I met somebody yesterday and we had some salad. Totally boring. I was saying, I met somebody yesterday and we had some salad. See, total different story now. What was my question? And this is the way you need to think about the music as well. See? I played it totally different, the same notes, but with a different attitude, a different story, a different emotion. That's what it's all about. Put your emotions onto this. On Dr. Pink, I have Dr. Pink. That's why Dr. Pink has a name, because we have a connection. Somehow. No, that's the goal of everything, to have a connection with your guitar. See, that's really the way you should go for, and what is really essential. And every individual is has a different way of feeling music, and so try to find your own way and find some ideas. I showed you some ideas which you of course need to work out, but this makes it sound more interesting. And the way a chord sounds, you should listen, how does this chord sound to you? This is like a bright hello for me. And this is a slight sad opening or resolution. Bright hello, hopeful hello, and slight sad resolution. And this is the way you choose the chords and the way you want to play, because there's so many different types of ways you can play something. But the main thing is how to really feel it, and therefore you need to really check it out slowly. Just play it like this and then check it out. Yeah, something like this. I really hope you enjoyed what I was doing here. This is more the masterclass tutorial, because when it comes to music and mastery, you cannot talk too much about the single notes anymore. It's about the philosophy, or you're putting all things together. It's like cooking. If you want to make something nice in the kitchen, I cannot explain what salt is. I just explain the philosophy behind when you put it in and stuff like this. So that's the sense of this tutorial, and hope you enjoyed what me and Dr. Pink were telling you.